Hello everyone. In today's lesson, as I told, I will explain multiplication of fractions. So first of all, we will see the rule to multiply the fractions. So to multiply, obviously we will have two fractions. Suppose we have like one fraction, numerator 1 and numerator 2, and the second fraction is this, because the fraction is represented in the form of numerator and denominator. Then the product of fraction is always equal to product of its numerator by product of its denominator. It means we multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Suppose we have 1 by 2 and 2 by 4. So what will we have? What we will do? We will multiply. We have to multiply. So we will multiply 1 by 2 and 2 by 4. So we will have 2 by 8. Then we can change it into the simplest form. 1 by 4. So this is the rule to product any two fractions or more than two fractions. We have to multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Now let's start with some examples. We have to multiply 7 by 11 with 3 by 5. So it means what we will do, we will multiply numerators, it means 7 and 3, and denominator with denominator 11 by 5. So 7 times 3 will give us 21 and 11 times 5 will give us 55. I think this is a simple rule. The only thing is that we have to multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Let's have another example. In this we have mixed fraction. Like 3 whole 4 by 15, we have to multiply it with 24. So in such case, what we will do, we will first change mixed fraction into improper fraction. So what will it give us? 15 times 3 is 45 plus 4 is 49 by 15. We have to multiply it with 24. So in this we don't have denominator, so it will have 1 in the denominator. So here what we can do, we will multiply 49 by 24 and then by 15 and 15 by times 1. So 49 times 24 and 15 times 1, and after that what we will do, we will change it into the simplest form. So 49 times 24, when we will do, it will take time. So to make our calculation easy, what we can do, we can simplify it before multiplying. Like we know 24 and 15 has the 3 as its common factor. So we can divide 24 and 15 by 3. It will give us 8 and it will give us 5. Now multiply 49 by 8 is much easier than by 49 by 24. So here 49 times 8 will give us 392 and it is 5 times 1 will be 5. And now we can change into the mixed fraction or we can leave our answer over here. If in the question they ask we have to change in the fraction, mixed fraction, then we can change it, otherwise we can leave it over here also. Next we have in this, both the fractions are in mixed fraction. Like we have 3 whole 6 by 7, we have to multiply it with 4 whole 2 by 3. So first we will change both the fraction into, both the mixed fraction into improper fraction. So it will give us 7 times 3 is 21 plus 6 is 27 by 7. Then we have to multiply by 8 with 14 by 3. So here clearly we can divide 14 by 7. 7 times 2 is 14. Now we will multiply numerator with numerator. So what we left over here, 27 by 1, we have to multiply it with 2 by 3. So 27 times 2 will give us 54 and it will give us 3. Let's take another example. In this we have more than two fractions. Like we have 12 by 25 times 15 by 28 times 35 by 36. So here we will see any fraction or any numerator or denominator we can change into the simplest form. So here we can clearly see here 12 and 36 have the common fraction, or we can say 36 can be divided by 12. So it will give us 3 over here, right? And 15 and 25, they can be cancelled out with the common factor is 5. So 5 times 3 is 15 and 5 times 5 is 25. Again we can divide 35 by 5, so it will give us 7. So we have to check. We cannot see, or we cannot find out the common factor between numerators only and the denominators only. We have to find two such numbers, one in the numerator and one in the denominator. Only the numerators, only the denominators cannot be cancelled out, cannot be changed into the simplest form. So what we left over here is 3 times 7 divided by 28 times 3. Here clearly 3 and 3 has a common factor, and 7 times 4 is 28. So we will get the answer is 1 by 4. So here according to the rule of the multiplication of fraction, what we have to multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So what we will do, we will multiply 12 by 15, then 35, then 25 times 28, then 36, then at the end we have to change into the simplest form. But this is the easiest method to reduce our steps to solve the problem, that we have to find a common factor between any numerator and denominator. Like over here we have 12 and the 15 in the numerator, so we cannot find the common factor between 12 and 15, and we can cancel it out with 3 and can write 4 and 5 over here. It will give us the wrong answer. We have to check a pair of numerator and denominator. It can be anyone. Let's take another example with 3 fraction only. Here we have 2 by 3, 5 by 44, and then 33 by 35. So here we have to check which fraction we can change into the simplest form. Clearly here we have 33 and 44 that has 11 as a common factor. So we will get over 3 over here. 44 divided by 11, it will give us 4. Here 3 and 3 can be cancelled out because it will give us 1. And here we can divide, or with the common factor between the 5 and 35 is 5 only. So it will give us 7, and 5 divided by 5 will give us 1. So what we left in the numerator? 2 times 1 times 1, and here but we have 1 times 4 times 7, and here what we can do, we can cancel out with this. So we left with 1 by 7 times 2 is 14. In another example, all the fraction are the mixed fraction. Here we have 2 whole 2 by 17. We have to divide it, multiply it with 7 whole 2 by 9, and the another one we have 1 whole 33 by 52. So first of all what we will do, we will convert into the improper fraction. When we convert it, what we will get? We will get 36 by 17. Here we will get 65 by 9, and it will give us 85 by 52. So now we will check which numbers we can simplify. Here 17 times 5 is 85. So we can divide these two numbers with 17. So 85 divided by 17 will give us 5 and it will give us 1. And clearly here 9 and 36 has a common factor. So 9 divided by 9 is 1 and it will give us 4. Right? And 65 and 52 have 13 as a common factor. We know 13 as a common factor. So 13 times 5 is 65 and 13 times 4 is 52. So we are left with 4 times 5 times 5 and denominator we have 1 times 1 times 4. So here 4 divided by 4 is 1. So we left with 25. Next questions. Here we will say we have to multiply the fraction, but they are given as like we have to find out 5 by 11 of rupees 220, or it can be any currency. So here we have given like this. So what we will do, how we will write it? We will write it like 5 by 11. We have to find out. So we are simply multiplying it. So here in the denominator what we will have? 1. So again we will simplify by finding out the common factor. We know 220 can be divided by 11. It will give us 20. And 20 times 5 will give us 100. But the rule that we have to multiply numerator and with numerator and denominator with denominator, we have to keep it in mind. The next we have like we have to find out 4 by 9 of 54 meters. So we can write it like 4 by 9 times 54 by 1. So here 9 times 6 is 54. Now we will multiply numerator with numerator. It will give us 24. Next we have like we have to find out 1 by 6 of an hour. So here in an hour we know how many minutes it will be there, 60 minutes. So we can write it like 1 by 6 times 60. So here it will be 10. It will give us 10 minutes. Next we have like 5 by 6 of an year. It means we have to find out 5/6 part of an year. So here clearly we know in a year we have 12 months. So we can write it like 5 by 6 times 12. So it will give us 6 times 2 is and it will be 10 months. And it can depend upon our question also, like if they ask 5 by 6 of 5 by 6 days of a year, so we can write instead of the 12 we can write in the 365, or we can convert 10 months into the days. Next we have question like we have to find out which is greater. Here we have given two product form, like we have to find out among which two product which is greater, 1 by 2 of 6 by 7 or 2 by 3 of 3 by 7. So what we will do, first we will multiply both the product of the fractions, then we can find out which number is greater or which product is greater. So 1 by 2 of 6 by 7, it will give us 2 times 3 is 6, it gives us 3 by 7, and 2 by 3 of 3 by 7, it gives us 2 by 7. So clearly denominators are same, so we can say 3 by 7 is greater than 2 by 7, or we can say 1 by 2 of 6 by 7 is greater than 2 by 3 of 3 by 7. Next, let's take some word problems. Here The first word problem is like Shikha plants 5 saplings in a row like this, and it is given the distance between two adjacent saplings is 3 by 4 meter. This distance they have given 3 by 4 meter. We have to find out the distance between the first sapling and the last sapling. So here clearly we can see how many adjacent saplings we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And the distance between two adjacent sapling is given 3 by 4 meter. So distance between two saplings, how much they have given? 3 by 4 meter. And here we can see we have 4 adjacent saplings. So distance between the first and last sapling will be how much? 3 by 4 times 4. Here we can see we have 4 adjacent saplings and we have to find the distance between first and 4. So the distance between the first and last, how we will get it? We will multiply 3 by 4 to 4. So it will give us 3. So the distance between them is 3 meter. So in this question we have given Ravi reads 1/3 part of the book in 1 hour, and we have to find out in 11/5 hours how much part of the book he will read. So in this question we have given in an hour how much part of the book he read. 1/3 part, and we have to find out in the 11/5 hours. So in an 11/5 hours how much he will read? 1/3 times 11/5. So here we will get 11/15 part of the book he will read in 11/5 hours. So next question we have like a sugar bag contains 30 kg of sugar, and if we consume 2/3 of it, we have to find out how much sugar will left in the bag. So in this, first of all, we have to find out how much sugar we consumed. The sugar consumed, we will find out how 2/3 of 30. So it will give us 20 kg. It means we consume 20 kg. Then we have to find out sugar left. So how we will find it? Initially we have 30 kg and we consumed 20 kg. So it means we left with 10 kg of sugar. So in today's lesson I explained the multiplication of fraction and the rule to multiply two or more than two fractions, and later on I took some word problem also. And here I don't take so much word problems, but I try to take as much as problems that can give you the idea to solve a problem based on the multiplication of fractions. But still, if you have any particular question or if you have any doubt, you are feel free to ask any question on my comment section. And please don't forget to share, like and subscribe my videos. Till then, thank you.